I find immense pleasure in introducing a man who has been working for the betterment of our society, a role model for many, and an inspirational leader. Born in a holy city and working in a service role, he redefines the next generation of leadership with his 3 decades of being with the Rotary movement. Our man of the day is soft-spoken, an ideas person, passionate about Rotary, and has a unique perspective skill that we don't have, which only explains the remarkable projects and the smooth executions, despite it being a very challenging year for all of us. We also acknowledge and extend a very hearty welcome to his life support system, his gorgeous wife, Shilpi Mehra, and his 2 daughters, Shraddha and Ishani, and their son, Sukrit. An influencing grandpa role model for many, he is still the never too young to lead surprise package leader. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's give a warm welcome to District Governor 2020-21, District 3141, Rotarian Sunil Mehra.
Good morning to everybody. Facing fear in its face and standing up to accept challenges has been the underlining factor this Rotary year, ably supported by all the teams in this vision year 2020, a year beyond the ordinary. Whilst you see on the other screen is the synopsis of the achievements by all teams, please keep your eyes glued to that. Please have your ears tuned to what I say. Can we have the audio keep playing, please, the video? Good morning to RIPR and RID Kamal Sangvi and Sonalji, with whom we have had a brilliant experience in the run-up to and even at San Diego for our International Assembly. And all the luminaries of the Rotary world from District 3141 and from beyond our regional borders, thank you for gracing this Unicorn Discon with your presence. Yatha Drishti, Tatha Srishti. What you see of the world will be visible in the same manner to you. Similarly, your perception, is COVID a challenge or is it an opportunity? Or in other words, is there an opportunity in this challenge? Likewise, a resilient person is someone who stands up to challenges and faces fear by grabbing the bull by its horns and not chasing its tail, and voluntarily moves forward. When the pandemic began, it was very obvious that we were going to face difficulties. So the need of the moment was to build that mental and emotional toughness to look at that opportunity. So in April and May 2020, there was no need to protect, but in fact, it was time to prepare those under our charge, our entire visionary team, to be strong and resilient and instill a sense of pride, a sense of courage. Life is filled with adversity and challenges. It's how we choose to react to life. Decide if you want to be the victim or then be victorious, and use that adversity to turn it into an opportunity, not succumb to it. And the entire visionary team, presidents, core teams, and avenues rose to the challenge, accepting it in their stride. And in this adversity, to rise and serve humanity, to feel that emotional joy of serving and helping communities is that power that Rotarians of District 3141 have displayed with excellence. Like a tree, the visionaries have inhaled the adversity, or then in other words, the carbon dioxide, digested it, exhaled oxygen in an effort to spread positivity and impact communities. It is one fact that some may fear water and wish to try and swim only in a swimming pool. The other is that you have a flood situation where you're forced to try and swim, and your fear of water will vanish, but your desire to survive will prevail. That is the subtle difference between Yatha Drishti Tatha Strishti. You see what you want to see and listen carefully. So change what you want to see, and you will see the change you desire to see. Remember to love what you want to do, because love explodes into reality and fear curtails our actions. And you all have done that, served communities by finding solutions to COVID constraints, be that it may to reach rations to 70 families found to be eating grass for survival, or then ensuring children who could not get into Zoom be educated with learning kits. In this pandemic, one fear that overcame all of us: how will I survive? How will I sustain my lifestyle? That's the fear. Go to a Gurdwara for a couple of days, eat the tasty langar for free to understand that life can be lived with less. This takes me down memory lane to a story my father told me. There was a family of 4 parents along with daughter and son. The son was in hospital and was very critical. The father was not too wealthy and had exhausted all his savings. And the daughter heard her parents talk one night where the father expressed his desperation of not being able to spend any more on the medical bill. The daughter next morning ran to the medical store with a clay piggy bank and went to the counter. But because of the crowd, the man behind the counter did not notice her. She screamed and shouted, but was not heard. Then, to be noticed, she banged her piggy bank and drew the attention required. The man behind the counter took notice and all stopped to look at her in silence. The man behind the counter asked her what she wanted, and the young girl replied, "I want a chamatkar." And astoundingly, the man said, "Little girl, I don't have chamatkars here." Innocently, the girl replied and said, "I have a lot of money in my good luck piggy bank. How much do you need?" The man standing beside the counter gently patted this little girl and asked why she wanted the chamatkar, to which the girl answered that her brother had a major headache and the father took him to hospital. And whenever she asked her father, he always said, "Your brother will return soon, maybe tomorrow, maybe day after." But last night she heard her mother crying and father saying that now he does not have enough money for his son's treatment and only a chamatkar can save him. So the man asked the small girl again, "How much money do you have?" And almost immediately, the girl took the clay pot and threw it on the ground, where it broke and she started to count the money. After a little while, she collected all and said joyfully, "I have full 19 rupees. The man smiled gently and said, "Oh, that's wonderful. You have enough money. This is enough for a chamatkar." Delighted, the young girl took this gentleman to her father. And in reality, he turned out to be a very big neurosurgeon who'd operated on the son and charged just 19 rupees. And the son became okay. One night, the mother asked the father over the dinner table, "How did this chamatkar happen?" To which the father answered, "Our daughter was the cause of this chamatkar." There is a huge lesson from this young child. When faced with adversities and not seeing the path ahead, we'll tend to lose hope. But in all of us, there is a child who never fails to try, who cannot accept defeat, cannot understand the meaning of the word no. That child to whom nothing is impossible, because that child, in all circumstances, keeps on trying and makes the effort to achieve the chamatkar. The biggest obstacle to happiness is undervaluing what you have, be it the child in you or then the 19 rupees, and overvaluing what others have. You visionaries valued your journey, have risen above the calamity, and have served the communities with a great amount of chamatkars. You have evolved and have truly risen to the essence of Yatha Drishti Tatha Trishti. Sorry, I'll say that again. Yatha Drishti Tatha Trishti. Created the change in communities that the Rotary fraternity wanted to see. Thank you all for being together in our journey in this visionary year beyond the ordinary. Can I have the video of the van play, please? Past Rotary International Director, Sushil Gupta ji, when he had been elected,